Hello and welcome here, or welcome back. My name is Stephanie, and today I will be guiding you through your active Yin Yoga class. It's an active Yin because they are still restorative poses. There's not going to be any vinyasas. There's not going to be any down dogs even. We're going to stay low to the ground today, and it's going to feel really, really good. But again, it's an active Yin, so we're not going to hold the poses as long as you would in a traditional Yin class, and some of the poses require you to still be a little more present than traditional Yin would require. So with all that being said, today all you'll need is a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a scarf, a towel, a belt, whatever. We're only going to need it for a few of the poses. There's my bird flying overhead. I recommend that you put on some nice, beautiful, relaxing music in the background, and let's get started. All right, we'll get started laying flat on our back today. Go ahead and find your comfortable position here, bringing your heels wide, perhaps spreading your arms out wide as well, palms face up, or maybe even a hand on the heart, hand on the stomach kind of thing. And then begin to deepen your breath. Take this moment, this time to settle into where you are, arrive fully here and now. Perhaps set an intention for the rest of this time that we'll spend together. And on your next 3 deep breaths, make them the biggest ones you've taken all day. In and out through the nose. Excellent. Slightly engage your abdomen just to bring the knees in towards the chest. Place your hands on your knees and begin to draw circles, massaging out the low back. And then the other way. Just beginning to invite movement into the body. All right, bring it to stillness. Bring your hands to your shins now. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Flex your feet. Breathe into your belly. And on your next exhale, bring your forehead or your nose towards your knees. Doesn't have to touch. And take 2 deep breaths here. Excellent. Lower your head back down. Keep your right knee in. Extend your left leg out long. Still breathing into the belly. Feel free to invite movement in if stillness isn't comfortable for you at the moment. Bringing your shin to the right, to the left. All right, come to stillness for these last breaths in this pose. And then switch out the legs. Bring the left knee in, extend the right leg out long. Flexing both feet. Noticing any sensations you may be experiencing within your body. Feel free to close your eyes. And do whatever your body is calling for on this side. One side may want stillness, the other side may want movement. Just listen. Excellent. Go ahead and bring your right knee in towards your chest and then plant both feet on the ground, knees bent. From here, drop your left knee open towards the left, half butterfly pose here. This honestly is enough. Already feeling it in my left inner thigh, a little bit in the outer glute as well. If you would like a little more gentle nudging, go ahead and place your left hand on your left inner thigh to encourage it downward. One more breath. Bring your left hand to your outer left thigh, bring the knee in and switch out the sides, dropping the right knee over towards the right. Take the right hand now to the outer right thigh, guide it up and in. And then this next pose is what we will use the strap for. Well, it's not the only one we're going to use the strap for, but it's the first. So we're going to take the strap or scarf or blanket or towel, whatever it is, in the middle of your right foot here and extend the right leg out or up straight. And then you can kind of just allow the weight of your arms naturally to guide the right foot back towards the back wall, towards the back of your mat, towards your head. Feel free to keep a bend in the right knee if you need to. And then take any movement your body's calling for, perhaps bringing the right leg to the right and then to the left. Pointing and flexing the toes with the foot. Excellent. Let's go ahead and drop the strap. And just like if you were sitting in a chair, cross your right leg over your left and then draw your knees in towards your chest. Breathe into the outer right hip here. Lower the left foot down, uncross, and then same thing other side. Go ahead and take the strap around your left foot this time. Extend the left leg into the air and gently guide the left leg down and back or back. Right in the beginning of class here, your hamstrings probably won't be that warmed up. Totally fine. Take any movement that feels good. Go ahead and drop the strap. Cross the left leg over the right and bring the knees in towards the chest. Breathe into your stomach, into your abdomen. Breathe slow, breathe deep, breathe mindfully. And you don't need to bring the knees in very close to the chest in order to feel this one. If your knees are over here, and as long as you're feeling it in that left outer hip, that's all that we want here. Two more breaths. Alright, drop the right foot, uncross the legs, and however you'd like to get there, let's meet in a seated position. I'll turn to face you. We're just going to do some simple neck stretches here. So go ahead and bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. And everyone is going to be different here. I like to look forward. You can look down towards your thigh. You can look up towards the ceiling. Find your sweet spot. Settle in. A great way to deepen your yoga practice without even having to do any additional movements or stretching or anything is to, when it's safe, of course, to close your eyes in a posture and really focus on the area of your body in which you're experiencing the sensation. Being grateful for that wonderful stretching sensation. Inhale, head up. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Play with where your gaze goes. Relax the rest of your body. Inhale, head to center. So this next move is kind of like a combo move, and so I'll show you what it is before we get into the flow of it. And feel free at any point to stop in one of the two moves if you really just want to breathe into where you're feeling it. So our first move of the combo move is a side body reach, planting my right hand on the ground, lifting my left hand over towards the right side of the mat, keeping my left hip grounded so I could really feel the length I'm creating in the left side body. And here's the second portion of it. We take the left hand, the one that's up towards the sky, and we plant it behind us and bring the right hand forward, arch our upper back, open the chest. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then at your own pace, go ahead and switch between the two. Again, feel free to stop in one of the poses if it feels really good. So we're getting a side body stretch here. You're getting a chest opener. Two areas of the body that are very often tight on most people, especially if you sit a lot. Alright, and then after this, we'll go ahead and switch sides. Beautiful. Come to your neutral seated position before we go ahead and switch sides. Left hand on the ground, right hand over. Keep that right hip grounded onto the floor. And then go to the second move here. Or if one of these moves is really calling your name and not so much the other one, drop it. Yoga is very customizable to the needs and wants of the individual practicing. One more time each side or each move, if you're doing that with me. Beautiful. Join me in a neutral seated position. Here's our next move in which we will need the strap. So start really, really wide, like as far as your arms can go on the strap. And then we're just, okay, got to do it a little narrower. Okay. And from here, we're going to just slowly bring the strap up and behind. You may not be able to go this far yet, and that's okay. And then just slowly bring it back in front of you, down towards your knees. If that's not doing it today, then just start here and have your ending position be up overhead, and then go back down. So find what's good for you, and then we will open the chest together. Activate the core, relax the legs, head over heart. One more round here. Excellent. Complete your last round, and then take the strap off to the side. And we'll meet in a tabletop position. All right, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Cat-cow, of course. Inhale, drop the chest, look forward, bring the shoulder blades together. Exhale, push the ground away, curve your upper back, and look towards your legs. Inhale brings you forward, chest shining through the arms. Exhale brings you back, pushing the ground away, rounding the spine, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale forward, last one. Exhale back. Excellent. We're going to take a thread the needle from here. So go ahead and take your left hand forward a couple inches. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring the right arm underneath the left. And extend the left arm towards the top of your mat. Feel free to curl the toes under here or double up the mat if your knees need a little extra padding. If this arm variation isn't doing it for you, feel free to plant the left hand in front of your face and then just kind of use it to keep your stability. To go further, take your left hand up into the air, back behind you, and then grab the front of your right thigh with your left palm. Last breath. Bring the left hand back in front of your face, press into it, reach the right hand up towards the sky, and blend it back down. Beautiful. Coming to our neutral table and switching sides. Walk the right hand forward a few inches, inhale the left hand up towards the sky, and then exhale, thread the left arm through. Last breath here. Plant the right hand in front of the face. Inhale to open the chest, lift the left arm up. Exhale to bring it down underneath your shoulder. My hair tie fell out. Okay. Excuse me. All right, from here we're gonna go into a puppy posture. So there's multiple ways to get into puppy posture. I'll show you two. Planting the elbows where the palms are at the moment, coming onto the forearms. You can then begin to keep your shins parallel and walk them backwards until your chest comes down towards the ground and your forehead might even touch the ground. There's one way. Or you can bring your arms very far forward and then come onto your forearms. Either way, find your puppy posture. Press your hands into the ground. Activating those chest and shoulder muscles. Allow gravity to do all the work here as it guides your heart down towards the ground, grounding your heart. Last breath. And then we transition into Sphinx pose. So go ahead and bring your chest forward in between your arms. Come to lay flat on your stomach. Look forward. Beautiful. Press your hands, your forearms into the ground here. Internally rotate your legs, shining your inner thighs up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Beautiful. Now from here we're going to go into a supine twist. So go ahead and take your left leg out to the side, kind of like a half frog position here. Flexing the left foot, knee in line with the hip. We're not staying here, don't worry. And then we're going to walk the left forearm forward a bit. Thread the right arm underneath the left and then spin open, roll onto your back, opening your chest to the sky. Breathe deeply. Relax the body. Keep that right leg, the one that's not bent, strong, stabilizing you. Excellent. Last breath here, and then we come out the same way we came in. First, by bringing the left hand over into a Sphinx pose position, unthreading the right, and bringing the left leg back. And then we do the same thing on the other side. So let's bring our right leg to a half frog here. Move our right forearm forward, thread our left arm under, and then roll onto our back, shining our chest towards the ceiling. Keeping that left leg, the straight leg, nice and strong, flexing that foot, breathing into where you feel this. If you're feeling it in a negative way in your low back, strengthen your abdomen, your core muscles. One side may feel different than the other, perfectly normal. It's very common to have one tighter side than both be. I can't talk. I'm zenning out. Last breath here. Coming out of this the same way you went into it. Beautiful. Taking this into a chest stretch now. Go ahead and come onto your chest, arms out to a T. So right now my wrists are in line with my shoulders. I want to bring my wrists towards the top of my mat a few inches. So my wrist is not directly in line with my shoulder, it's a little above. And then we are going to roll onto the left arm first, up. And then roll onto the left side, planting your right foot on the ground behind you if that feels good, using your right hand to push the ground away, deepening your stretch here. Again, that left leg, the supporting leg, is strong and the foot is flexed. Slowly unrolling, bringing the right arm out, up a few inches, and then rolling onto the right side. You can keep both of your legs straight if that feels better for you. Again, very customizable to each and every individual. Two more long, slow breaths. Your chest is going to feel so open after this class. And that's what we're here for. Alright, go ahead and slowly unravel, and we'll meet in the tabletop pose. Beautiful. Okay, so from this lovely tabletop pose, take your right leg extended out behind you, core strong, and then we're going to take the right foot on the outside of the right hand, and you may need to walk your foot and hands forward. We're coming into a little lizard lunge here, and breathe. Feel free to double up the mat if your left knee needs some padding. Push the ground away, active in the upper body here, which is why I'm calling this active yin. If you'd like to take this deeper, take your right hand to your inner right thigh, guide it open so you roll onto the outside of your right foot here. Your foot is no longer flat on the ground. And let gravity do all the work. Slowly unravel that deepened pose if you went into it. And now send the seat back, straightening the front leg, right foot flexed here. Try to keep the hips at the same level so that the right hip isn't lifting too far up. Called keeping the hips square. They're both facing forward. They're both on the same level here. Walk the hands back forward, coming back into a lizard lunge. This time, go ahead and take the right hand forward, up and back to grab the left foot. Another place you can use the strap here. You can put it around the foot and hold it if you cannot get here yet. Slowly unwind here, and then we'll meet back at a table. Do any movement, shake it out if you have to. Left leg back and long. Kicking my plant. Alright, and take the left foot on the outside of the left hand, lizard lunge. If you'd like to take it deeper, left hand to the inner left thigh, guide it open, roll onto the outside of the left foot. Practice that broad open chest here, don't slump in the shoulders. What are we doing all that chest opening for? Huh? For this. Last breath. Unwind. Send the seat back, straighten the left leg, flex the left foot. And you can flex the toes back towards your face too. That kind of extends it. Keep the left hip level. Don't let it lift higher than the right. Go ahead and walk the hands forward, coming into that extended lizard, left hand forward, up and back, reaching for the right foot. Go ahead and let go of that right foot gently, and we'll meet back in table again. From here, bring the big toes together, the knees wider than the hips, send the seat back, child pose. Go ahead and bend at the elbows, bringing your hands to like shark fin or prayer pose behind your head. Extend the arms again, walk the hands back to a seated position where we'll just swing the legs out in front of us and grab our strap once again. Feel free to keep a generous bend in the knees for this first forward fold. Go ahead and take your strap around your feet. Bring your hands to each strap. Keep your feet flexed. And then gently guide your chest towards your toes. Again, feel free to keep a nice bend in the knees or even just a micro bend like me. Or if you don't need the strap and you can grab your toes, feel free to do that too. Inhale walks you back or drops the strap. And from here we'll take the right foot, plant it outside of their left leg, and then hug our right knee with our left arm, planting our right hand behind us. Feel free to look over your right shoulder. And begin to untwist. All right, two options for this next pose. We can either just stack the right knee over the left here and then begin to fold, or you can come into full cow legs by bending at the left knee as well, bringing the left foot on the outside of the right hip. I'll turn to show you, and then folding forward from here. You don't have to go very far to feel this one. Doing your best to keep both hips planted on the ground. Walk the hands back. Go ahead and lean back on the hands just to straighten both legs out again, and then take the left foot this time on the outside of the right leg. Hug the left knee. Send the left fingers back. Gaze wherever feels good. To the side, to the front of your mat, to the back. Focus on externally rotating the left arm. So like you're opening a can of pickles, not a can, a jar of pickles. So your inner elbow is spiraling open towards the back wall rather than in towards you. That'll really help keep the chest nice and open. Excellent. From here, stack the left knee on top of the right. And this is where you can choose to fold from here, or you can go ahead and bend the right knee as well and fold from there. Walk the hands back. Send the legs out long again. Inchworm your way forward and come to lay flat on your back. From here, place one hand on your stomach, one hand on your heart, and we're going to do a little breathing exercise. So we're going to inhale for the count of 4, hold the breath for the count of 5, exhale for the count of 6. But every other breath, you're going to send it to your stomach or your chest. So your first inhale, all your air might go to your chest, and then you exhale. Your second inhale, all your air will go to your stomach, and then you exhale. And we'll repeat that a few times. And then just make sure to keep your exhales longer than your inhales, and I'll guide you through the first few rounds here. So, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now you can take it from here. Relaxing the rest of your body, noticing if there's any tension in the muscles of the face, shoulders, neck, hips, legs, toes. A few more rounds. Go ahead and bring your breathing back to a normal pace. Bring your arms out to the side or leave them where they are. and smile. I encourage you to stay here in Shavasana for at least 5 minutes to truly let all of the beautiful stretching integrate into your muscles, into your muscle memory. Take this time to focus on your breathing or focus on something that makes you smile. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, namaste.